Hi everyone, glad you could join us today. Today we're continuing with Dr. Van App's relationship attachment model in our series, Building Better Relationships. We've discussed why it's important to follow this model of knowing before trusting and trusting before relying on a person. And today we are looking at commitment. Commitment is an interesting topic because besides people struggling with commitment in relationships, many of us generally struggle with commitment in other areas of our lives. Many of us made commitments as the year began, and to this point, we have probably forgotten most of those commitments. In fact, let's open our discussion on that note. What were your resolutions for this new year? Please pause the video as you discuss. At the starting line, runners talk about what they are going to do. And at the finish line, runners show you what they did. Your commitment towards a thing determines the story that you want to tell at the end of the day. Let's define that for a minute. What does it mean to you to be committed? Please pause the video as you discuss. It's important to know what commitment actually means, because that will help us see where we stand with regards to being able to commit in life. So looking back over your life, have you ever struggled with commitment? Please pause the video as you discuss. Earlier on, I mentioned that most of us struggle to commit in relationships. For some, it's actually a trend. They start well, but something along the way pulls them back. So let's talk about that for a minute. What usually distracts people from remaining committed in relationships? It's important to figure out what commitment will cost you before you commit. In fact, Ecclesiastes chapter number 5, verse 5 in the NCV translation says, "It's better not to promise anything than to promise something and not do it." Here's our next question. Other than your relationship to God or marriage, what is the hardest thing you've ever committed yourself to? And why was it hard to commit to it? And was it worth it? Again, looking back over your life, is there a relationship that you are happy you committed yourself to? What kept you committed towards it? Starting is easy, but finishing is not. Now, I want to encourage you to think about this. What is one thing that you have started working on in your life that you would like to finish? Commitment in our relationship is continual. It's a choice that we make every day. Our relationship with Father God is a relationship that we have to be intentional to be committed towards every day. But what does that mean? What does it mean to you to commit to Father God? And whilst we're on that, looking at your life this year, in what ways can you grow your commitment to Father God in this year? Thank you for joining us today. As we close off, let me give you an action step for the week. Choose a relationship that you want to go deeper with. It could be a marriage, business partner, friend, or family member. Identify one thing that you need to recommit to that relationship this week to protect it or grow it. Once again, thank you for joining us and be blessed.